All right, and we are at episode 3 of New Mercer City here in City Skylines 2. Um, Changed up the fan settings on the PC, so hopefully the fan noise won't be as bad. Also, moved the microphone into a better location, so hopefully things sound pretty good. A little recap of where we are. We have our main island here. We are profitable barely. Um, but obviously this jumps up and down depending on where we are. I guess if we hit play, it'll probably, hopefully jump up as opposed to down. We have our forestry up here, mining coal over here. We have our livestock farm and our rock mining. We also have a wheat farm or grain farm and vegetable farm over here. These are all of this stuff is going to be moving. I guess we have another coal mining over here. All of this stuff is going to be moving eventually, and we will rework this island as we grow in population and spread out. We have our main industrial area over here, and that is also going to be moving over here as we move out. This main collector here will eventually be connected up with this highway, and that'll give us main access to to our downtown area. This is hopefully going to be turned into more of like a Manhattan type island, and this will be kind of a more residential island, and we'll see how that works out. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump back into it. Oh, I guess also we have quite a few progression points and a whole bunch of territory tiles that we can employ. At this part of the, at this time in the game, it's not actually that important, I don't think, to get any of this kind of stuff. Eventually, obviously, we will get a train system to help with our exports. I believe, let's see here. Can't remember where the train line actually is. Oh yeah, train line is here. So once we open up this area, then we'll probably start our train system. Okay, so the last thing that we did was extend our bus route from our college up to our university. So it basically services this residential area over to our college and up to the university district. We really do need to, yeah, see the current trend went way down. We really do need to start getting in some more residential, commercial offices and industrial. We'll focus, hopefully, I guess, on industrial just because we have a whole bunch of specialized industry, and that needs industrial in order to process. So if we take a look here at our production tab, we have a huge surplus of coal, and coal can be processed what is that, into steel. I don't know exactly how that works out, but that is how it works out. Our rock can also be processed into concrete. We don't really have that many deficits. Convenience food always is going to have a deficit as you're growing your economy, especially on a map that doesn't have a lot of food production. I'm not sure if, I don't think we have, I guess we do have a tiny bit of cotton production, but I don't think that's going to really matter all that much because we don't have a lot of fertile land, and that's the cotton plantations need a lot of fertile land to be able to do that. I think for this particular map, going technology route is probably the best way of doing things. So this is going to take minerals and plastic plastics take oil and chemicals. Chemicals come from minerals and oil, so hopefully we'll start building some of that out as well. In terms of power production, I think on this map, since it's a northern climate, not too much sun, I guess, except for in the summer months, we probably focus on coal. There's no way for us to do hydro. So we'll start our energy production through coal, and then hopefully, I guess, move to natural gas as we refine our crude oil. So I think our main focus is going to be to continue building out our university district and maybe reworking our main residential area to have a higher density. We also have our little college town that we can probably do the same with. So let's finally jump into what we're actually going to be doing. So I think we can fill out some more commercial up here. We do have quite a bit of density up here. Probably need to add some more parking in because of these all of these high density buildings. So let's go ahead and maybe just start off with that because I always forget. So I don't know, probably a medium. Let's check our contours. Yeah, we have quite a bit. Of variation up here. Okay, nice flat area now. We'll add in a rather large parking area, and again, this is the university area, so we'll go ahead and make that free. Hopefully get some of the people off the street parking. Another thing that we could do is just make these we could just make this district have a roadside parking fee, which will hopefully force some people in here, although that's not guaranteed. And I think on the main strips, at least, we can kind of force people to use the parking facilities. And to do that, we can just plant some trees. This little area here, why not just leave that and leave that? Okay, and let's go ahead and just add some grass as well, just make it a little bit more pleasant. Okay, that'll just kind of clean some stuff up there. Eventually, I mean, we have this huge parking lot here, 135 spaces. Eventually, we could either upgrade that to like an underground parking garage or one of those huge above ground parking garages. We could also change this out for a large parking lot as well. Okay, so cars can park in here, which I guess is a good thing for the students that are attending. I guess we'll go ahead and just leave street parking on these one-way streets. I don't know if that really makes a difference or not. Probably need to add some parking in here as well. Hopefully that'll alleviate some of the street parking there. Let's go ahead and add some more commercial. This area here would be really good, but we have a little bit of an easement just in case we want to increase the flow capacity of this collector here, because right now it's only a 4-lane, I believe. Let's go ahead and kill 2 birds with 1 stone. We'll just make this into commercial and residential mixed use. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do with this area, if eventually we'll add some like higher density residential up in here, or just leave it a kind of a little park area. And same thing with here. We could extend some of these roads back in here to do that. And let's see, do we have a clinic somewhere here, right? Yeah, we have a clinic there, so that should be okay. We have a police station and a firehouse that's mainly servicing the university district, but they also go way up here just for the industrial, because industrial is high fire risk. Our sewage outlet is actually growing fairly large, so maybe we'll go ahead and address that. Maybe put a wastewater treatment facility here out on this peninsula. So let's see here. Okay, and we'll leave quite a bit of distance around here because wastewater treatment facilities are fairly large. And maybe we'll also go ahead and kind of smooth out this coastline. That'll just help in the future to be able to get more stuff up in there. And just to make sure everything's nice and flat, we'll boost that up to 100%. Okay, so go to our water facilities. We want a wastewater treatment plant, so we'll go ahead and grab that for 2 points. And we probably just either a gravel road. Actually, let's just use an alley. Since this is the only thing that's going to be up in here, we can just go off of this 4-way. Okay, so we'll place our wastewater treatment facility there. That'll give us quite a bit of area to go ahead and increase that. And we'll just turn this off for now. It's not going to cost us very much. Upkeep is only 1400, and I think you only pay 10% of that if you turn it off. So now this pollution will eventually fade away. It's going to take quite a while because there's no water flow here. It's very stagnant. But our sewage treatment is going to be off the charts because we don't have that big of a population. I just don't want this to grow very large because in stagnant water it lasts for a long, long time. Okay, that put us down quite a bit, so we are going to have to start building some more stuff out. Let's see here. Out of our residents, most are adults. Most are educated, which makes sense because they're in the university district, or at least and hopefully our highly educated population will increase. Let's see. Our highly educated positions, it's really hard to get highly educated into the city unless you have a large population base. So maybe building out too many offices probably isn't the best idea, but we'll go ahead and add a little bit. Okay, this is relatively flat. Okay, and we'll go ahead and extend this road. That'll give us some more options in order to fill more of this space out. Because we have our quad here, we can't put like our library or the other upgrade. I think the library is the only upgrade that's outbuilding. Yeah. Our dropout rate is 3%, so maybe 95,000 a month though. That's not the greatest at this point in time. But let's go ahead and put some offices back in here. Ooh. I don't think... Okay, apparently that's not a good place for that anyway. So maybe we'll put some more student housing back here. Well, what we'll call student housing is not actually necessarily student housing. This area is not that big, so I don't know if we want to preserve any access back there. But we'll go ahead and add in some medium density. Okay. Add in some of that. Um, let's go like that. Add some more row housing. And we do need to figure out a new place that we can build out some low density residential. Now, we need to start focusing on industrial, because I bet that didn't do such a good, that didn't do too much good for our unemployment. I should have checked that before, but yeah, it's going to start ticking up as more and more people start moving in. We have quite a bit of area here now. Okay, let's right click here and steal that height. It's kind of a little weird waviness there, but I think that's just because the freeway height is like that, so now I wonder if we should actually do a tunnel, since that is relatively high. Well, oop. So I guess we'll just build out this area a little bit more, and then we'll worry about whether or not we're gonna cross over. Hmm. Okay, so that knocks down a little bit of the demand there. Now, I'm not sure why, and maybe it's just because each of these has its own kind of parking places, but you don't get a lot of street parking in the industrial areas. So I don't know if it's really all that necessary to add parking. Okay, we're back in the money. Okay, so our average crime probability has dropped quite a bit. It was at 30%. That's why uh, we put in these two police stations. But we still have a pretty high crime success rate. And we have 10 crimes per month. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we should go ahead and like upgrade or if we shouldn't really worry about that right now. I'm wondering also if we should add. I thought we had another fire station over this direction, but apparently we don't. So why don't we go ahead and just add one? Okay, unemployment is at 8.5%, so we still have a little bit of work to do there. Highly educated is hopefully, I can't remember what it was, but it looks like it's starting to close the gap. Well educated is still pretty good. Uneducated and poorly educated is still, has always been good. I guess it's fairly flat in here, so we could probably add in some more commercial. We'll see as those come in what that's going to do to our workplaces. Okay, let's put in a little bit of industrial here. Again, we'll be rezoning a lot of stuff, so. Okay. So hopefully we'll get something that has to do with processing. And we're getting to a point where probably around here we'll go ahead and add the extension wing, but we're good for there, we're good for there. Okay, so this will be kind of our exclusion zone, or so that we can go ahead and widen this in the future. And actually, I don't like that. It's not what I... Oh, actually, these were okay. We'll do the path hack. Well, okay, that didn't work. Well, I guess we'll just do that. Okay. Okay, added in some park space. Okay, and I totally forgot about our unemployment issue, so uh so maybe we'll add a little bit of industrial here. Actually, That'll be good enough for now. Okay, so we're back on a positive current trend. Hopefully unemployment will drop. Still have quite a few, we only have a few open positions. Hopefully when these open up, that will go down. Okay, well I guess those absorbed quite quickly. So I'm not sure exactly how to read this. So we have a population of 7,650. 81.5% of those are, I guess, adults, meaning working age. We have 4,200 jobs, but we have more people employed than we have jobs. So I don't know exactly how to read that. 4,614 employees. Okay, we have a huge deficit in highly educated. Not really sure about that, but I think we're in a good place to stop. I gotta go pick up my son from soccer, so I guess we will go ahead and leave it there. We're in the positive. We've expanded quite a bit, added a whole bunch of residential, a whole bunch of industrial, and quite a few commercial places as well. Maybe we will go ahead and develop this area, maybe cut back a little bit of this and develop some of this area. We do have some more availability up here for industrial before we go ahead and push it back over here. And we're actually doing pretty well for high rent. So again, I think that's a good place to leave it. We are well in the positive for our current trend, and I guess that will be that for now. All right, see you next time.